Hey guys, so this video is a little upsetting because I did shoot it earlier, like way earlier, and for some reason the camera system screwed up. Not like with the focus and everything. I've kind of fixed that. Went ahead and changed out lenses on the iPhone. Well, lens protector sort of something like that. Hard to explain, but the reason why it was difficult is because the video cut out and then came back in, and I'm not good at editing, and the two parts were very separated, my video selections. And so for this PSA one, because I've already shot the video and I've deleted it now, and I've already pulled the cards out and put them back in. This is gonna be a little bit of a quicker PSA against the grades because I'm not gonna really bother pulling them in and out of the sleeve so much. We're just gonna go through them, enjoy going through things a little bit, sort of like a lot like how Dave from Vintage Pokemon Hunter Brothers does his videos. I mean, he pulls his out, but like Midnight with Pokemon, like just going through them and enjoying them a little bit. And you're just going to go with my guess on the grade. Pokemon Gold Prism Pikachu coin. And I like to send my coins in the card savers because I don't like to use the card savers for cards because I don't like them. They don't feel very protective. So it's pretty good. There's some surface wear. So I said 9 to 10 PSA. But yeah, I think it's decent. So we'll go ahead and put that down. I see everyone's enjoying the giveaways. That's good. I see Cameron Cooper's won quite a bit. It seems like he's replacing Vintage Photo Brothers as being the continuous winner. Again, another a Mankey art box sticker. The front on all of these so far has been really solid, and because the material is a bit more solid in the front, while the back is more paperish. So it has some wear, although I really don't know what they're going to grade for the sticker. So I'm still, again, guessing 8 to 9. Up next is a Artbox Premier Arcanine. Now, this one I said 5 to 7. And so the reason for that would have to be probably centering on the back, and there's a huge like crack nick to the left and some whiting at the bottom. If it wasn't for the crack nick, I would have said 8 to 9 for this. And I'll go ahead and make it do its Growlithe and Arcanine. Oh, also, let me know if you prefer the videos to be this way, to where I'm not trying to get so in depth where I'm pulling them out over and over. Makes them a little bit quicker. I think a lot of people just like seeing Pokemon items. I really think a lot of you come just for that. Some of you play Guess the Grade, although I do think it's kind of a futile effort since how slow PSA is. So we've got Nidorina. This was a Artbox Premiere. I said 6 to 7. Oh, I do remember with this video, it's funny, each one of these I guess a higher and higher grade. So there's not like a crack, but there's a serious whiting on that corner. So I know that kind of brings it already down very quickly. And then the next one I said 7 solid. And so that's Kingler Krabby Artbox Premiere. You can see there's really nothing wrong with the front except for centering. And the back is a little bit better centering. So I said 7 for this. No real whiting issues. Next up is Seadra, which I said 8. See what I mean? I kept going up. The centering is pretty bad on the front. I believe on the back, it's a little bit more decent, but still off. But the centering, other than that, there really wasn't any scratches or chips on the back. And the front is pretty smooth. So now we get into actual cards. And I was saying this is one card that I think got kind of forgotten, or at least one Pokemon. I remember Yanma when it came out, everyone was very interested in Yanma in the show. Looks like there's a double swirl overlap right over his tail. So yeah, I said for this Yanma 8 to 9. As you can see, at least through the card holder, the front looks great, and the back looks pretty good. There's probably some stuff we're missing that's being covered up, but I said 8 to 9. And then we have Yanma non-hollow. And I said 6 to 7 for this one. So the corners are a little weirdly cut. It looks like there's some sort of some wear. See, that's why we got these things in these nice. Yeah, there's some whiting. And again, it's probably more visible outside of the card holder. I'm just trying to knock out this video and show everybody everything. Next we have is a Dark Arbok Hollow. I said pretty clean 8 to 9. I said in the previous video it was interesting is I never noticed for the longest time that Dark Arbok had a face on his hood. See, it's like an evil grin and 2 eyes. I never noticed that with Arbok ever. As much as I used to watch the show and look at this card actually a lot. I've had Dark Arboks for a while in my own personal collection as a kid. There was some whiting at the top, but it looks worse than it is. I said 8 to 9. I think that's feasible. Next up is a Dark Arbok non-hollow. I said 8 to 9 for this one. Also, there's nothing stopping you from guessing the grades still. You can still guess the grades. Not gonna stop you. Hold on. Yeah, that's on the inside. It's not on the card. So you can guess the grades. Just not as in depth for this video on my behalf, and I'm sorry. Wobbuffet, E-Series Sandstorm, Reverse Hollow, 8 to 9. So probably some whiting issues or whatever here and there. No biggie. Again, you can guess the grades. You can just copy what I guess. It's whatever. It's all a learning experience. Next up is a Japanese Togetic. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. I said a straight 10 for this. Now that I think about it, I think anything that I say straight 10, I'm going to pull over to BGS. Alright, now some of you might be like, wait, why is that? If you've seen some of my other videos, and I'm starting to see the trend more and more, PSA is losing the race and value to BGS. BGS does cost a little bit more to get graded. I personally prefer the label of BGS that they put in the card holder. But BGS is really picking up popularity of being the more expensive grader. They used to not be that way because BGS technically grades 1 through 11, not 1 through 10. But PSA for Pokemon has really fallen off, so I'm probably going to put this with my stacks of sending to BGS. So we'll do another video on that later when we do BGS videos. This next one, this Moltres, this Fossil Hollow, I said CGC. Nothing, at least in the card holder, it seems too bad. There must be something significant for me to have said CGC. I am tempted to pull it out now. It's probably a corner thing that I'm missing. There's some surface scratches. Silvering. So far I wouldn't say it's the end of the world. Yeah, there's that corner stuff. I think this one I'm still doing a PSA. I think I'm going to recall it PSA, and I'm going to guess decent 7, possible 8. So let's go ahead and 7 to 8. Put a little mark to show that I really meant the 7. Oh, you know what? I must have already put that in the CGC pile because that must have been that one. Because this was a fossil. The other one was supposed to be Next Destinies. My bad. As I said, already ran through these cards. So just roll with the punches, everybody. And then sadly, I guess there was a Blaine's Moltres I sent to this, or I'm planning on sending to the CGC. Then we've got a Delibird. I said 7 for this one. Must be something. Some whiting. Well, hopefully I'm pleasantly surprised. Hopefully it comes back higher than a 7. Then I said Ursaring. Sorry, I was reading it off my handwriting. I said 7 to 8 for him PSA. Because the Nick right up there. If it wasn't for that, I would have said like 8 to 10 possibly. Now say you, and then I said we got to a Japanese scissor, and actually this one again. Let's go ahead and say BGS, and a Neo Destiny Unknown. Let's go ahead and say BGS. Now, why am I really starting to shift that way? Why am I sending certain things that I think 7 to 8 PSA? I'm not really certain how hard or easy Beckett grades for the lower stuff. I know apparently lately they've had a deeper like grading for the 9s and up, and people look for that. And the grading is so small that, I mean, if you have what you believe to be a PSA 10, and we've been right on some of our PSA 10 guesses in the past, if you have what you to believe a PSA 10, you should send it to the BGS, because that means you have the possibility of technically getting a BGS 10 black label, which is a really big deal. It's technically BGS's 11, which is, you know, in the card community, as high as you can get for any card, no matter what, no matter which series, no matter which set, nothing beats it. So, in terms of trying to really increase that value, you really want that BGS black label. So this was about half the length of our normal Guess the Grades. So I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoy me doing it this way, I can always do it this way, to where I've already put my guesses in and we just go through them while they're in the card holders. Although I think there's more value to when I go through each thing one by one. So that's my point to that. But without further ado, thanks for watching. Keep looking out for our giveaways, keep looking out for our videos, and let us know that other content that you really want. We really want to try and produce it. I know I owe you guys a lot of videos. Like, I keep saying I'm going to do a video for this and a video for that, and I don't do it. But I spend a lot of time with my family and work, and so just it's kind of hard to piece it all out. And I want it to come together. Without further ado, Flaming Chicken out.